Guys, welcome back after the advert break. Let us wrap up today's lesson. In today's lesson, we focus specifically on complex scenarios involving the topic of measurement. Okay, so what we found interesting or important is that circumference is the total length, right, of the outside of a shape or the continuous line forming the boundary of a closed geometric figure. Then we said it's calculated by adding the lengths of each side of a shape. Okay, we also indicated that the circumference is the perimeter of a circular object. Then we know the units remain millimeters, centimeters, meters, or kilometers. We've also looked at area and surface area, where we've indicated that area is the surface enclosed by the boundary lengths of a two-dimensional figure. Then total surface area is the total exterior area of all the exposed surfaces of a three-dimensional object. Then we distinguish by saying area, we focus on a two-dimensional object, and then in terms of total surface area, we work with a three-dimensional object. For both, the unit remain millimeters squared, squared centimeters, squared meters, and so forth. Then we also looked at volume. And we've indicated that volume is the three-dimensional space occupied by a gas, can be a liquid or a solid substance. The word capacity also refers to volume. And then we know the units for solid volume is, for example, cubic centimeters, cubic meters, and so forth. And then units of a liquid volume is your milliliters, liters, or kiloliters. Guys, let's quickly look at some common errors or important aspects to consider when you attempt these type of questions. So first up here, I said ensure that you work with the correct formula, right, depending on the shape that you're working with. Also important, remember to always indicate the correct units of measurement and make sure that you work with them successfully. Then familiarize yourself with the shape or the picture and the context before you start answering any question. Okay? Look at what is presented on paper and try to make sense. Try to figure out what exactly is happening in the question. Then coupled with that is for you to read the question or the instruction with due diligence. Don't just gloss over the question and immediately start to answer. As I've indicated, look at it, make sense of it, and then only you start answering the question. And I would also advise you underline, highlight, and circle the important words, okay, that will guide you to answer the question. And that way, you also won't miss important information given to you. Then ensure that your units are the same, right, before you simplify. Guys, as we've seen, what did I do? I first converted, I've made sure my units are the same before I substituted into my formula. Of course, you can convert at the end when you do some calculations as well. But for me, I found it easier to convert right at the start. Okay, guys, as always, let me leave you with something for the upcoming week, some challenge, okay, some homework for that matter. So here I said, the cylindrical tank is used to store water. So there we have our cylindrical tank. It says use the diagram and the information below, right, to calculate the volume of the cylindrical tank in cubic meters. Okay, you may use the following formula: volume equals pi times radius squared multiplied by height. Guys, but what I want you to note, there's a conversion table given to you, all right, and we work with feet, inches, pounds, and also if I look at the diagram itself, the diameter is in inches, and then your height is in feet and inches. But remember, you must calculate the volume in cubic meters. I think I've said enough. That's your challenge for the upcoming week. So guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Hope to see you next time. Please remember, work every day and stay safe. Goodbye.